Hi, I'm Mike Brewer, pastor of the Blue Ash Presbyterian Church, and although I'm running a little late this week, this is my midweek message for May 27th. Thanks for dropping in. At my house, we've been doing some downsizing, which means throwing some stuff away and giving some stuff away and going through old boxes. And in the process, I came across some things I'd forgotten that I had. I'll hold these up for you. Yeah. Little bits of rusted barbed wire that I have had carefully wrapped in a bag and stored in a box for over 40 years. I got that barbed wire on a student trip to Europe in 1979. My tour group was visiting the city of Berlin, which at the time was a divided city, as you well know. The Berlin Wall went up overnight, one August night in 1961. People went to bed that night in an undivided city. They woke up in a city cut in two mostly by barbed wire initially. Later, the wall was moved a little deeper into East Berlin and built in a more formal way, but the old remnants of the original barbed wire wall remained. And so I checked out the guard towers and headed up to the original wall and climbed up on a garbage can and got hold of a piece of the original rusty barbed wire and wiggled it back and forth until it broke loose and brought it home with me. Yes, it wasn't the brightest thing to do. I still have that barbed wire though, even though the wall has long since fallen. Coming across the barbed wire a few weeks ago made me remember that trip, but it also made me mindful of a wonderful Robert Frost poem called Mending Wall. In that poem, Robert Frost talks about making his annual spring amble up and down the wall that divides his property from his neighbor, and wondering how it is that sometime in the winter, holes keep developing and stones keep falling. Frost ruminates that something there is that doesn't love a wall. He discusses it with his neighbor. He says, why do we have this wall anyway? Apple trees on my side, pine trees on your side. It's not like they're going to get together. The neighbor solemnly says, no, good fences make good neighbors. But Frost wonders about this. He says, before I built a wall, I'd be careful to think about what I was walling out and what I was walling in and to whom I might give offense. Something there is that doesn't love a wall. Maybe the something in Frost's poem is God. Maybe God doesn't like walls. Oh, I don't mean the kind that hold our roofs up and that keep cattle from wandering into cornfields. No, I mean the mostly invisible walls that we build between each other. All the ways that we divide ourselves by, Christian and Jew and Muslim, East Side, West Side. If you're a Cincinnatian, you'll understand that one. American, Russian, Chinese, pro-Trump, anti-Trump, all the invisible walls we build to insulate and isolate ourselves from one another. The thing is, most walls are built, I think, because of suspicion and fear and mistrust. And the irony is that walls don't really do away with those things. Walls just close those things in and wrap them around us. When I clambered up on a garbage can and got hold of a piece of rusty barbed wire in Berlin, I won't kid you, the main reason was because I was young and I wanted a cool souvenir to bring back from Germany. But even then, there was something in me that wanted, in some small way, to tear down a piece of that wall that divided families and divided people. I didn't make much difference, but still, it was satisfying to break off even a little piece of that dividing wall. Because something there is in me that doesn't love a wall. Maybe it's true for you too. And I look forward to the day when all the walls fall and God's vision of a family gathered in God's arms, gathered in a heavenly city, will finally be fulfilled. Thanks for looking in today. I hope you have a great week. And between now and the next time I see you, be strong, be safe, and be faithful. See you later.